Hello, tech fans. This is Kelly Basie here with another week of the Gem Factor. Wait for it. Bam. Gems. So what's the Gem Factor? Why is she slapping her hand? Well, let me tell you. Actually, this is important. This is important because we want you to quit your job for this current job. Why would you do that? Well, because this is a better opportunity than probably what you're at now, or maybe just fits that criteria of what you hope to be working at someday. Well, now's your chance. So we rank one job based off of gems, 6 gems on reasons on why you'd want to, leave your job for this job. And at the end, we tally up the score, and then bam, voila, you apply, or you call us, or text us, tweet us, I don't care. Find us. And then we match you up with the job, and that's it. So it's worth your time to watch this if a friend sent it to you, or you found it on Twitter, or it's in an email, and you got it because you haven't been answering our phone calls. Well, now's your chance. Listen up. We're going to tell you about this week's job, and we'll go from there. All right, so this week's job, a Linux engineer. All right, so let's head to tech stack first. So you need at least 2 years experience within the following for this particular role. Linux server experience, right? So any sort of system analysis and support, installations, administration, the whole shebang, but at least 2 years for this particular engineering role. Shell scripting is also important, as well as automation. Now they understand that automation, probably not everybody has, but what's unique about this role is that they are using it and only are going to expand within the infrastructure side within automation. So automation experience, if you have it, awesome. Docker, Puppet, Chef, HP, server and operation side, all of those would be a plus. If you come in with that sort of experience, it's golden. You got the job. Well, maybe, but hopefully. And then other perks, if you have this within your experience, enterprise level, it's not just a smaller company trying to use some things, larger level experience, because this client, this particular role, this is a larger organization. And if you had experience within monitoring and management, as well as LDAP, so protocol accessibility and networking. So that was a mouthful, but it was all really important because, again, we want the right people to apply or to send us their resume and talk to us for this role. So what do we rank this? Out of 10 out of 10? We give it a 10. And it's because the automation portion is huge and it's increasing everywhere. And particularly in the next 5 years, they're doing it. You will too. So next, we move on to salary. So salary for this, if you're coming in with 2 years experience, start off at $60K. Move up to $80K for what we've been seeing in these roles. In particular within this organization, they're actually hiring, they've hired a few in the last probably year or so. So we know them pretty well. 60 to 80K. Pretty darn fair and comparable to what's going on here. Full medical benefits, pay time off, trainings on-site and off-site, all things you can add to your resume, right? That's what everybody wants within the tech world. You just want to keep learning and growing. So we give this actually a ranking of 10 out of 10 as well. For the 2 to 5 years experience within a Linux position, this is right there and comparable. So it's good. Oh, and we pause. So we pause for Stingray Tech. Who's Stingray Tech? Come here. Listen up, right here. Stingray Tech, these are the guys that do this. Like, I'm in Hollywood right now. I'm on top of Mount Everest and I'm filming this. I'm in Hawaii, just on the beach, just putting this. Just kidding, right? Stingray Tech makes Hollywood happen right here. We're in Cleveland. They make it happen here. They put this on week after week after week, and quite frankly, you probably need them for your organization. And whether that's promoting a job or don't do that, we do that. If it's promoting a certain sort of tool that you guys are using or producing or anything, who knows? Your vision is Tim and the guy's vision. Tim at Stingray Tech, he truly is the video expert, okay? Now back to the real show. All right, so next we move on to growth. So what about this job and growth related to the organization, the industry, and even within the role? Well, great points to talk about. Ohio grown and big revenue for this company. Northeast Ohio roots, right here, folks, right here. And you know what? They're not just in hundreds of thousands of revenue. This isn't a startup. This isn't even a decade-old company. Nope, much larger. They've gone from millions to billions in revenue, which is great. Stable, which is key. Future. Your future is now. Automation is the future of the server side. And when that server goes down, with the touch of one key, boop, that server will be backed up and your life will be easier. That's what they need here. It's going to free up your day of sort of the break fix normal stuff, and you can actually do much more creative development and advanced tasks that you've always wanted to do within the engineering side. So growth-wise, again, that's happening right now. You're going to just be at the head of the curve. And also just advancement in general. The company's growing, like we mentioned, large revenues. There's opportunity for advancement within the next 5 years at least, and then some. They promote people that work hard. They give you pay increases, give you a wider scope of responsibilities, and leadership. Eventually building out a team or a certain product side within the infrastructure. What more could you ask for? Hence, we give it a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 again. That's 310, folks. That's pretty good. Okay, next. Well, flexibility. Ability? No flex? All right. If you're in the, whole infrastructure side, you guys know that, you can't just, work 9 to 2 and be done with your work, right? You are actually supporting the whole organization, so the IT functions well. So as part of that infrastructure team, you're in demand. If the network is down, your schedule is on lockdown, and you know this, and this shouldn't be a surprise to you. So without you, the company doesn't run, and it's kind of the nature of your work, right? So you have to have structure because it's necessary to run this company. So flexibility, it's a loose term when it comes to infrastructure roles, and we get that, so that's why it's sort of half crossed off. We're creative around here. Just give me all the credit. Okay, well, also, let's get back to flexibility part. What are they actually flexible on? Well, things like PTO. If you need time off, do it. If you have a vacation to go with your family on, take it. They'll match your PTO actually from your last company. They've done that in the past. Probably do it again. Also, autonomy. Coaching and the mentoring from the director and down is there. You have teams of 5 to 8 folks within this particular setup. So there's a lot of ownership over what you're working on, but then a lot of rotating and collaborating initially and training. So it's just sort of flexible and kind of what you can be working on and what you can actually dig deeper in if you want to. So, because of that, I'd say, flexibility is not at a 0, right? So we actually rank this a 7 out of 10. And 7 out of 10, not because the organization stinks, the client is unreasonable, it's because the nature of the infrastructure work. Get it? Good. Okay. Oh, well, we pause. What's this? Well, hey, if you haven't found us on Twitter, or I don't know how you got this video if you haven't watched it yet, but at Emerald RG, that's our Twitter account, and we promote different jobs every day that are hot on our desk. We also promote, different industry articles and fun things to talk about and what's going on in our office as well. So you can get to learn a lot about us through Twitter. Also, our website has everything you need. So, information on how to interview properly, what not to say and what to say, all there. Go to emeraldresourcegroup.com, you'll find it. But more importantly, what's this little break about? Well, it's to meet Matt Lopiccolo. Love his name. Sounds like an instrument. Okay, Matt Lopiccolo. He's the guy working on this role. He's actually placed a few of the people already on this team, so he knows the ins and outs of the client and the role. He's the guy you want to talk to, Matt at emeraldresourcegroup.com. All right, let's keep going. So next, perks. So what is the perks of working here and with the role? Well, hard work equals easy life. Okay, we talked about automation. This is where I bring it up again. Automation piece. You're doing this to make your life easier. And then easier again. It's a kind of a continuous cycle. Build out a piece of automation, watch just one button work. Then you work on trying to figure out the next solution, watch another button just work after that. So it's a continuous cycle. It's going to make your life easier. Ownership, over the problem solving, that's another perk, I think, because you can actually take a risk here. And this is how the team grew. They brought in leaders that were actually pretty pragmatic, yet adventurous, and took risks. And a company doesn't get to high revenue, like billions of dollars, without taking some risks and really working hard to do so. Also, privately owned. That's another perk. And I don't know, for those of you that are working in corporate America and hate your life, well, maybe come over to the private side a little bit, because you have access to the CIO and directors and managers and your peers, and even better, access to new technology and a budget for it. Budget. They actually spend a lot of money on IT. And hint, again, closer here. When they have budgets for IT, you enjoy your job a lot more. And you don't want to quit your job for a lot more. Hence why we want you to come work here. Okay, enough said. All right, keep going. Okay, last but not least is coolness factor. So why is this a cool job, right? Why are you still watching this? Well, obviously you're intrigued, and we're going to tell you more. So, we say handsome. What does this really mean? All right, you're good looking and you have to work here. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's the trend around there. No, actually, it's going to give you an attractive resume, an attractive portfolio for your future. Gives you a resume boost when working with automation. Engineering is the future within this particular sort of industry and things that they want to do for it. So even if you worked here for 5 years and then something happens, you have to move away to the West Coast. I don't know. Whatever it is, like your time being spent here is worth it. And you'll get another job because of where you worked here. So also play days. So they have days for exploration. So you can show off your side projects or that server that you've been building in your house, bring it in, show off that security system that's hooked to your phone and what you're doing. They actually have days to sort of just see what peers are doing in the company. And I don't know, it's kind of cool, show and tell, right? And last but not least, it's award-winning. This organization is a technology company, not a tech company within tech industry. It's in a different industry, and I'll leave that, when you talk to Matt, he can tell you all about it. But they have been rewarded for extreme growth, their leadership, and even some of the big data stuff that they've been doing as far as security goes as well. So with that, we give Coolness an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 out there. Cool if it would have Starbucks coffee. Like ready as you walked in, right? There's some companies that do that. It's okay. They're not one of these, but they're a darn good company to work for. So overall, what's the GEM ranking? Well, wait for it. 53 out of 60. 53 out of 60. That's pretty good. So what do you do from here? You heard the ranking and okay, great. Well, you apply. You go on our website, emeraldresourcegroup.com. And you can read our jobs and everything there is about it, read more about our history, and just apply. Search for it in our career search function under Linux engineers. You'll find it. It'll go to Matt. You can talk to Matt, or just email Matt directly if you want to do it that way. He's friendly, he's smiling in that picture. He's a great guy to work with. Or retweet this. If this isn't for you, send this video off. Send it to friends. Send it to maybe another peer that needs to probably change or looking to change or whatnot. I mean, we've had so many people contact us this way because they've been watching the video girl, me, and they've been saying, hey, watch this video because they may be able to help you. And that's exactly what we're about, is trying to help you be happier in your job and actually be excited about going to work every day. So with that, this is the GEM Factor. I'm Kelly Basie. I'll be here next week to feature another new job. Until then, have a great one.